The video you are about to see is graphic.
Erin Nichols.
Erin Nichols.
Erin Nichols.
Erin Nichols.
Aaron Jose Chilla was considered armed and dangerous. Did he surrender peacefully to police?
Police say the robber walked into the store, pulled out a gun, and started threatening customers.
The opening ceremony just wrapped up, and from the looks of it, a lot of planning went into this building.
Both east and westbound lanes of I-10 here near downtown Beaumont are still shut down. Shelter and James, right now we have 66% of precincts reporting. We want to give you those numbers first. Good evening, Southeast Texas. I'm Erin Nichols. Thank you for joining us on your Sunday evening. The Jefferson County Narcotics Division made a drug bust inside a man's apartment on Beaumont's west end. Now, board members started convening around 5:30 this evening. It is 9 o'clock and Chick-fil-A closes at 10, but check out the crowds inside this Chick-fil-A, and this drive-through line stretches all the way out practically to Dowling Road. Up first tonight, we begin with a somber day in Newtown, Connecticut, as more funerals were held for the people killed in Friday's shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary. Toyota Motor has agreed to pay a record $17.4 million fine to the National.
Thank you again for joining us. I'm Jessica Guidry.
And I'm Erin Nichols. Brian Glenn is off this week, and like we said earlier, the ladies have taken over, at least for today.
At least for today. I think we're kind of adding our own little spice to the show.
Yeah, kind of like Kathy Lee and Hoda, except without all the wine.
I think that is a good way to describe it.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder what Taran thinks about that.
What do you think? Is that a good description, Taran?
I guess so. I guess that makes me Al Roker, right?
Bring it on, yeah.
All right, guys.
The votes have been cast, and we now know whether Nederland residents approved a $78 million school bond proposal. That's the latest from your local election headquarters. Good evening, Southeast Texas. We begin tonight with breaking news. Port Arthur police are on the scene of a major accident. Dispatchers could not give exact details, but Fox 4 has been given reports that traffic is backed up on Highway 69 near Highway 73. 1 year since the tragic death of a Beaumont police officer, Brian Hebert. But his loved ones didn't dwell on his passing. Instead, they celebrated his life. All right, time now for sports. And James, you know, I'm a Spurs fan. Obviously, I've got my black and silver going on.
That's Spurs attire.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I also am a fan of Jeremy Lin, and he's playing tonight. The Knicks.
Yeah, his old team, the Knicks. Remember where Lynn Sanity first started?
As the temperature drops, many people turn to simple, familiar foods that remind them of childhood. Sounds good, right? The problem is that many of these so-called comfort foods are high in calories or fat. And for those of you wanting to vote in the presidential election, time is running out for you to register. The deadline is tomorrow, October 9th. There are several ways you can register to vote, but the most common is going to the voter registration office in your county courthouse. Jefferson County will extend its hours from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. tomorrow. Election day is November 6th. The passenger of a drunk driver died early this morning after the driver crashed their car into a tree. The Calcasieu Parish Sheriff's Office says 23-year-old Devin D. Cormier was driving in the 1500 block of Wright Road in Vinton, Louisiana, when she lost control. Cormier and her passenger, 24-year-old David Kurdupski, were both taken to a local hospital for treatment of their injuries. Kurdupski later died. Cormier was released and is currently in the Calcasieu Correctional Center. She's charged with vehicular homicide, DWI, and careless operation. Both Cormier and Kurdupski lived in Orange County. Cormier in Orange and Kurdupski in Vidor. Troopers in Hardin County have filed charges against a woman they say caused a 5-vehicle crash that involved a Coons ISD school bus. Sexton says mosquitoes that carry West Nile breed in standing water like this. He says they can track the virus through sucking on the blood of birds that share the same water supply. Many children who attend San Pedro Roman Catholic School live out here in what is known as the San Pedro Dumps. Here you can see trash and debris everywhere, oftentimes where children want to play. City of Beaumont code enforcement says that grass has to be at least a foot tall before they can come in and cut it. And as you can see, the grass has far already surpassed that. Whereas other vehicles like a Humvee might absorb the shock of a blast through the center of the vehicle, the MRAP deflects it through the sides, thus keeping the soldiers inside safe. Kelly's mother says that even though she is relieved by knowing this case has finally been solved, she will never forget the memory of that fateful day, nor will she forget her daughter. Supervisors here say there are many things they would want for this facility if the funding was available, but the one thing they say they want the most, you can't put a price on. Filling out the background check form to purchase a gun is a pretty simple process. The buyer fills out the front page, the seller fills out the second, and then it's sent over to the National Instant Criminal Background Check System. And if approved, you could have your gun within minutes. Firefighters say that even though a house may be boarded up, that doesn't mean it'll stop someone from going inside. It's a good move to always aim for vulnerable organs. A punch to the face, grabbing their shoulder, and a knee to the groin will give you the chance to run away. Mixed martial arts. It's the blending of all forms of hand-to-hand combat into one competitive sport. Think Bruce Lee. But it's not just for action stars and athletes. It's normally a sleepy, quiet Louisiana town. But over the weekend, the town of Westlake was transformed into this. It looked like Mardi Gras, but this parade was all for one special guy. Westlake's own Joshua Ledette, now a top 3 American Idol finalist, came from Hollywood to reunite with his hometown. But what he thought was going to be a more quiet affair,
Go Bill!
Josh is full of that Louisiana hot sauce.
That's right.
became Party Central. People came from all over Louisiana to welcome Josh. Josh and his family had no idea it would be this big.
We're really very grateful that they came out and to support him. I mean, we did not expect this big thing just for our little brother. We were saying on the float, God, this is a lot of people just for little old Josh, and he was so bad when he was younger, now look. But we're just very grateful to the community and to everybody that's supporting him.
He's just overwhelmed. He can't believe it. He didn't have any idea that this many people were fans of his. He's just overwhelmed, I can tell you. He actually said he was going to come back home and he thought everything was going to be normal.
Josh's community, state, and the nation have been watching him perform on Idol's stage for weeks. And while he's now a national celebrity, those who know him say he's still the same Josh they've always loved.
So many people come in the rec and are like, you know him, and they're all just so excited because what they want to know if he's really the person that he is on camera, and he really is the person that you see on camera. He's a great Christian guy, and he's the most awesome person that you'll ever meet.
The community not only calls Josh a great talent, they also credit him with putting Westlake on the map.
It's doing something for us. It's an up spirit for us.
While the homecoming was a surprise for Josh, he too had something up his sleeves. Josh's close friends and family waited to surprise him inside Westlake High School's gym. But Josh secretly snuck up on them. And while it was no American Idol stage, Josh performed for them what he called his favorite song from Idol. Giving them a memory that will hopefully live on long after American Idol. A memory just as special as the one the community gave him. Erin Nichols, Fox 4 News.
I was taking a bath one night, and I just felt this thing, this lump, and I had put a new gown on, and I just kind of felt the fabric and the material, and I said, there is something here that's not supposed to be here.
I was lying on the couch, and I was doing the breast exam, and I felt it.
These women all have a story. They are breast cancer survivors.
It's been 5 years.
I'm a 15-year survivor.
And because of early detection exams, they're here now.
Just through self-examination, I found the lump in my breast.
For 18 years, the Julie Rogers Gift of Life has worked to educate the Southeast Texas community about the importance of early breast cancer detection through providing free mammograms and also through spreading awareness about self-breast exams.
It is the life-saving beginning screening that every woman at the appropriate age should begin to engage that dialogue with their physician.
The Gift of Life also helps women who don't have health insurance get treatment. Women like Gloria Richard, who says the program saved her life.
After I found this, they told me, they said, we're going to send you to Houston. And I kept telling everybody, I don't have no insurance. So they, they were so nice, they said, don't worry about it.
Breast cancer survivors say the disease isn't just about the diagnosis, but about what happens after the disease.
I have not only lived to see my grandkids, but I've lived to see my great-grandkids.
It may be difficult finding time, let alone remembering to get an exam, but these survivors have a recommendation.
Make an appointment on your birthday week. Give that as a birthday present to yourself.
And if followed, there can be many more birthdays to come.
It's something that we can save our lives with. Just make sure you go and do it.
Erin Nichols, Fox 4 News.
It's a little different than your usual dart throwing game. And right now I'm joined by Mr. Bernard Turner. Mr. Turner, tell us, how is this dart game a little more unusual?
Well, we don't use darts here. We use the little bags because the darts are a lot dangerous for the kids, and this is a lot safer for the children. All they have to do is throw them and hit the balloon, and it hits a nail in the back, and it pops. And it's a surprise every time.
All right, well, I like those odds. I thought I'm going to try my hand on it, and now I am no athlete. I did not play softball growing up, but, I mean, what? It can't hurt. I got my eyes on a prize, so I'm gonna give it a try.
Hey, where you going?
Okay, ready?
Hit her one.
Oh, I got one. Okay. Oh, oops. Okay.
Oh, you hit the same one.
Okay, let me try that one. Oh, see, I'm no athlete. Do I get a prize anyway?
Yes,
There's a prize every time?
It's a prize every time.
What can I get?
That's all you gotta do. Winner, winner, winner.
Well, Mr. Turner, you have been, oh, that's sweet. I don't feel like such a loser now, so that's good. I know that I'm loved. Now, Mr. Turner, you have been working here for 18 years. What is your favorite part about the fair?
Well, I like the smiles on the kids' faces when they win.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
And here, there's a winner every time.
Every single time. Nobody loses at this game.
All right, thank you so much. Well, definitely come check out the fair. It'll be going on until April 1st, so plenty of time left. Back to you, Sheldra.
All right, Erin, I think you did pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't have hit the first one at all, so don't feel too bad. It was a good effort.
Good. Oh, thank you.